Hello everybody, this is Tenacious Earl with another Tabletop Baseball Plus shortstop. This is a video where Tabletop Earl or myself will talk for a short period of time about a topic related to tabletop sports. So, you haven't seen much game video here lately from me. I've been away and busy, so hopefully in the next couple days I'll get back to some games. But I thought I would try to get one of these videos out to see if I could make one that's short. So the topic for tonight is my recommendations for how to get familiar with a game that you've just purchased. So my recommendations stem from when I got my first tabletop game, which was, well, my first sort of adult. I got one when I got a couple when I was a kid, but I didn't really know what I was doing then. So I got Strat-O-Matic Baseball in my adult years. And so when I got that, what I decided to do and what I'd recommend is I kind of broke up the season cards, all the team, put them together, put the rubber bands around them. I know that's not kosher, and if you have have little manila envelopes, you might want to use those instead, but coin envelopes. But then what I did is I took the rule book and I read it through once, read it through twice at most. Just tried to get a feel for the rules. Try to get a very basic understanding. I'd also make sure that I chose the lowest difficulty rule set, so in my case basic when it comes to Strat-O-Matic Baseball. So I get that sort of crude understanding of what the game's about. Then I picked a couple teams, and I would just do that. Maybe it could be random, maybe it could be one of your favorite teams, maybe it's one of your least favorite teams you want to see if you can see them lose, but whatever your motivation. Pick a couple teams and play a game. Make some mental notes as you play. Unless you really want to sit down and stop and say, you know what, I'm going to check the rule book because I don't know how to do the X chart or whatever, the field chart. That's fine. It's also okay if you just say, you know what, I think I have a pretty decent understanding just from a couple read-throughs. I'm just going to try it and then I'll check it after the game. Just so that way it keeps it a bit relaxed. You're not rushing around. You're not worrying. Because, I don't think worrying is good for this. We're supposed to be having fun. So, from that point, let's say you get your first game finished. Play another game. Play the same game again. Keep the same matchups. Keep the same pitchers, same lineups. See if it reproduces. I think a good game will, a lot of times, reproduce. Not every time. And sometimes you're going to get some blowouts one way. You're going to blow out one way, and then you might get a blowout the opposite way. That's okay too. But sometimes it can give you some confidence when you see, oh, this is the same. And actually, I got the same score when I played my matchup, which was the Diamondbacks and the Cincinnati Reds. So I actually did 4 matchups of theirs. But the third one and the fourth one, I did make a few changes just because I wanted to see what happened. How it would play when I did that. But so I would say after 2 times, maybe 3, get the rule book out again and give it another read through of that basic game. Once you know the mechanism, all of that little jargon in the middle, you'll have some little notes and things like that in the narrative that you won't understand in that first read through, but once you're familiar with the mechanism, you'll get it, and it will open up some things that you hadn't really considered before. It would also be at that point I'd start maybe taking some notes, make up some note cards or cheat sheets or whatever you want to do, so that way when you play your next couple games, you kind of have that right in front of you, so when you have that situation happen in front of you, you've got it right there and you can quickly grab it, and eventually it's going to become ingrained in your memory. After you get 4 or 5 games in, then you could I would say do one of 2 things. Either start a project in basic, or decide to take it to the next level, and if you want to learn, let's say, the advanced game, whatever the next level is for the game you're purchasing, go for it. That's kind of my recommendation for how I think it's best to try and get a game under your belt and really get it in your gut, which is where you need to do it if you want to play it well and be able to get fast, and also, but not just fast. You want to be able to enjoy it, but to also be confident that you're getting the results that you're looking for. So Thanks a lot. If you liked this, please like the video. Also, if you could hit subscribe if you're new to the channel and you want to get updates as they come out, we'd appreciate it. Tabletop Earl and I are going to be trying to put these out a few times a week, just sort of kind of shorties, just to try and kind of spice it up a little bit, keep it moving, and feel free to comment if you have any ideas for topics that you'd like to see us discuss. So until then, keep rolling your dice and enjoy your tabletop sports, and we will see you soon with more shortstops here on Tabletop Baseball Plus.